Welcome to Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. It's Andrade and Irwin back at it again. If y'all are aware, we had to wear masks because it's a long story. Go check out 2 episodes ago so y'all can figure it out. We broke it down there, but we didn't want to get too into it. What we do want to get into is the NBA draft class of 2019 and discussing some of these stellar sophomore season potentials we have on our hands.
Back to simpler days, 2019, when you go to a restaurant, when you go to a gathering.
I didn't even think of that.
Like normal, without everybody losing their shit. But, but hey, man.
He's saying that because he went to like 20 gatherings in the past like 2 weeks.
3.
In 1 week.
Oh. But anyways, guys, this is BTD, not the Rona channel. So make sure you leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a comment for a lot more basketball related content. But let's hop on to it, man. The 2019 NBA draft class is one of the most hyped, but at the same time, it seems like there's some substance with this hype.
Yes, I think I've said this before. I think the 2019 NBA draft class could go down as a historic draft class, and it has the legitimate potential to go down as one of the best in all time, not just recent years, all time. There are several players that already last season had excelling rookie seasons, and a lot of times when this draft class was getting talked about, a lot of the coverage was getting on Zion because Zion Williamson, the name, the brand, he came from Duke. There was no escaping it, and I think in a way that hype kind of overshadowed the actual potential, the substance of this draft class. You know what I mean? And arguably, he might not even go down as the best overall talent or career in the end out of this draft class.
Way too early to say, man. But
too early.
But most of these guys are already going into. All these guys are going into their sophomore season, their second season.
Yes.
A lot of excitement, a lot of guys that we didn't expect about. So let's hop onto it, Andrade.
We're gonna point out a couple players that y'all should watch out for.
Yes, sir. Who would you watch out for?
Who would I watch out for? Shit. All right, in no particular order, because I just realized I didn't really organize this. But all right, we'll just start off with the one and only Zion Williamson. Y'all know who I'm talking about. In the few games that he has played in his rookie season, he was already kind of showing that, okay, he may actually live up to the hype, or at least close to it. He's doing so far well this season. We got Tyler Herro. Came off a stellar postseason. I think Miami's going to trust in him more, confide in him more. So I expect him to have a solid to good, maybe great sophomore season. We got Morant. Man, if y'all already know, Irwin knows, this is right now one of my favorite young players in the NBA. Ja and Luka for me are like the top 2 under 25 players for me.
And I hope Ja gets better from his ankle sprain that he had.
Yeah, so we actually wanted to do this episode before the season started. As you guys can tell, obviously we didn't. We covered a lot of other topics, and we just wanted to get it out as early as possible in as little before the season got too into it. And we know we still got under 10 games. So far everybody we're talking about has played only 7 to 8. Ja unfortunately only played 3. But even then, coming back from the injury, I had already expected him to have an amazing sophomore jump. I think I talked about in another video, and whatever, I still think he'll come back solid to good from this injury for still have a good season. RJ Barrett, the Knicks they were 4-3 for the first time in like 20 plus years or something.
They're not looking like a dumpster fire for the first time.
Barrett is doing something incredible in the sense that he's able to help lift this franchise up from their shit days. Coby White, I think he's an underrated player. I think he has immense potential, and I expect him to have a good sophomore season. I think he'll go under the radar a lot, kind of like Zach Levine, until he starts really showing up offensively. We got Rui Hachimura. Remember that name. I think he might be I think he might go down as probably the most popular
Asian player. No, not Asian. No,
yeah.
Yao Ming is the most popular Asian player, but he's from Japan, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So definitely most popular Japanese player, possibly the most popular Asian or Oriental player, however you want to call it.
We'll see, man.
Since Yao Ming.
There's a big shadow there in Yao Ming.
Yeah, and then lastly, I would say I might be chopping his name up. Luguentz Dort.
What?
From
Horrible.
OKC.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Oh shit! I was like, fuck. He's in OKC, so he's got a lot of room to grow. The only other person that's gonna take shine from him right now for sure is Shy. That's Gilgeous Alexander, in case y'all don't, whoever doesn't know. But Luguentz Dort is also someone to watch out for because he's got the opportunity there. But yeah, I'll go deeper into these guys. But is there anywhere you want to add, or what do you think?
To Mr. Dort, he definitely has an opportunity with OKC, but he's definitely the best shutdown guy when it comes to defense out of all these guys that we featured right now.
Obviously, more than Tyler? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, bro, more than Tyler, bro. Look, all these guys definitely have promise one way or the other. Obviously, you got the guys like the hype guys like Zion. You got Ja. You got
even Tyler now.
Obviously, Tyler after he blew
the finals appearance,
final appearance. He chopped up the Celtics, for 37
points.
That
magic record or whatever.
Did that scowl, with the Tyler scowl.
Oh, the snarl.
The snarl. Yeah, during the
finals.
Don't
ever do that again, bro.
It fit for Tyler. It worked out fine. Two guys that I have in mind that were drafted pretty high, yet they were a little bit under the radar. I guess maybe had a disappointing rookie season per se. Would be the Hawks' DeAndre Hunter. And the other guy that I will bring up is Darius Garland for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Those are two guys that are, from what it seems like, for the very early season, they're having very good sophomore season, and it seems like they're pretty close to figuring it out per se.
Yeah, because look at this. We're talking about just guys in their second years. I listed 4, 5, 6, 7 players already that I would recommend looking out for. You just added 1 or 2 more. Bro, like, that's a lot of guys already that in the second year, they're already kind of on your radar. That's very rare for a draft class. Usually it takes like 1, 2, 3 years for fans to like really start seeing like, okay, who do I watch out for? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, obviously for this class to be a super like a historical draft class, we gotta see some of these guys become transcendent superstars, kind of like in 2003, where you had Melo, where you had LeBron, when you had D-Wade, when you had Bosh. To give you.
I think in this draft class, the top 3 off the bat is if Zion can live up to it. My only concern with Zion is injuries and weight. Tyler, if he can continue developing, I think he could turn into a Klay Thompson of sorts, maybe a Devin Booker, like somewhere in the middle. Like, I think Tyler can be an excellent Robin on a contender and, show up as a Batman during crucial moments. You know what I mean? Kind of like a Kyrie. Okay. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then Ja. Look, I said this before in another video. I expected Ja to have a rookie to sophomore jump the way that Luka Doncic did. I really, he won Rookie of the Year, well deserved, and I thought, shit, that's how much talent this guy's bringing. He fucking is bringing relevance to the Memphis Grizzlies. Who the fuck watches Memphis? No offense, Memphis, but yeah, that was back in the day. And I just thought, man, this guy can actually carry this team to a playoff appearance. And before he had that injury, he was averaging in 3 games 26 points, 6 assists on 55. I'm gonna round it up, 55% field goal percentage, and he was shooting 33% from the 3-point line. So that's not bad.
Well, think about it. Look, last year the narrative for the Memphis Grizzlies was, okay, shit, man, they're rebuilding again.
Yeah,
they're gonna
rebuilding years.
The thought, with the Grizzlies is like, shit, man, they're gonna be tanking, picking in the top 5. But thanks to Ja, they were in the play-in game at a point when the bubble was beginning. They were pretty much like, kind of a lock.
Counted out,
to a playoff. If it wasn't for the Trailblazers going hot, it would have been the Grizzlies playing in the playoffs.
No, true. And the difference is the same thing happened, if you want to say, to OKC. But the difference is OKC got there because they had a veteran future Hall of Famer, Chris Paul, doing it. Fucking Grizzlies had nobody. A rookie. He's a nobody. When you're a rookie, you're still a nobody. Even if you come in with hype, you got no credibility, you got no history, nothing to support your talent because you're in a whole new league with fucking older men. And Ja just came in and wrecked it. Now, whatever happens after his injury, we'll see. I still think he'll come back and have a good to great injury. It's just an ankle injury. He'll be out for expected 3 to 5 weeks. That's not too bad.
I noticed that you put Coby White. So why Coby White? Coby White doesn't get talked on that much.
Bro. All right, guys. Don't sleep on Coby. We talked about this in another episode. Stats are one thing. It's also the eye test. You don't even have to watch his game. Just watch his highlights. Coby White just has that, kind of like Tyler Herro, has that it factor that when you watch him play, he has just that natural groove smoothness to him when he plays, and he's fast. The guy's fucking fast. Slashes. He's a slasher. Kind of reminds me of like a young Wade when he takes it in, and he could shoot. I really think he's gonna go. He's on the same team, but like a Zach Levine. Like when I started watching Zach Levine highlights after, I'm not gonna lie, I was late to Zach. Like after the slam dunk contest, I remember watching the slam dunk contest, and this was the first year he won. And I was like, this guy is butter. Like, there's those intangibles you can't teach. You know, you don't just develop them. You either have it, and then you have other talent that you develop to take you to the next level. And I started watching Zach Levine highlights, and I was like, oh, this guy can actually ball. He's not just a dunker like a lot of previous dunk champions.
He's wet.
He's wet. He was just smooth. The way he would maneuver, that's how I see Coby. And I think Coby will go underrated like Levine. Because Levine, to this day, I still think he's a little underrated. But he started getting a lot of traction after the past 2 seasons where he had these amazing offensive point games. What were you going to say?
No. Yeah, you're right. I mean, the key thing is hopefully, key for the development is going to be what type of organization to win. Yeah. Because that's like what I said. That's what separates a great organization from a bad organization.
Yeah, and I don't trust the Bulls organization too much, but I think... I mean, they've kept Zach Levine's career consistent enough, to maintain. So I think with Coby, the same way. All right, you said I put you onto Levine, like open your eyes up to him. I think I'll do the same thing with you for Coby, and hopefully a lot of viewers. I'm telling you guys, right now he's averaging 7 games, 15.7, so 16 points, 5 rebounds. It's 4.7 rounded up, 5 assists on field goal percentage. Remember, he's a sophomore, 37%, just to get him to be more efficient. True field goal percentage is 47%, so that's a little better. But like I said, to me, that's why I didn't name him in the top. When I said the top 3 of the sophomores, I didn't put him there. But I do think he has the potential to be. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a one-time All-Star at the very least at some point in his career, an All-Star appearance. And now another person I kind of want to bring up is actually let's talk about the most hyped name, Zion.
Well, look, Zion is gonna be, I think, definitely like the most superstar, likeliest to be a superstar. Come on, the guy's already killing it already.
See, I would give that title in this draft class. I actually give that title to Ja. I know Zion has way more hype than Ja. Yeah, but I'd give it confidently if I were to put my money on. I'll give it.
But the thing is, is there really a comparison that you can give, a comparable player that you can give to Zion? Because there's nobody that's built like Zion.
No, you're right, bro. The guy is only 6'6",
6'7", and the guy's built more like a tank, more than LeBron.
He's like a fucking Thor, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But the thing is, like I said earlier, I'm worried about his health and his weight. More so his weight, because I think, like I said, I've said it before, with health, with technology and medicine today. Not too much worry unless it's a consistent thing. But the thing is, Zion, can you shed the weight? It's like Shaq. You know what I mean? If Zion gains too much weight, or he can never shred enough of it, it's always going to hold him back from his true potential. And if he doesn't reach his true potential, then at most he'll be like a great big to give you some points and give you some stops. You know what I mean? But not someone you can rely on. Which luckily they have Brandon Ingram on the Pelicans to do that. But so far, I mean, he's kind of living up to it. 20 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist on 53% field goal, 54% true field goal. That's not bad for a sophomore.
Not bad at all.
He's living it up.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, you guys already let us know.
Yeah, we'll talk about more if you guys want on let us know in the comments what else you guys want us to touch on. We didn't go too much on Barrett, Hachimura, and Dort, but yeah, keep an eye on those guys. One thing I want to shout out Barrett though is, hey man, I don't know how you're doing it, but the Knicks organization, I don't have too much hope in or belief in that organization. You're able to you're helping lift them up right now. So props to that. You're averaging 18 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. That's pretty good, my guy. I
would hope so, man. A big market like New York, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
The NBA is a lot better when the Knicks are relevant again, for good reasons.
And if you can be that guy and lift that Knicks to relevancy, bro, you could jump all these guys in popularity from easily. Like this. Yeah,
easily.
Bro, number 1 value franchise in the NBA. Never fail to say that.
Despite being a dumpster fire. Imagine if it's not a dumpster fire. It'd be like $8 billion. But anyways, guys, appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know. You can catch us on Insta, TikTok, Twitter, on Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. We'll catch you guys soon. But for now, later.